Though their 2016 divorce was amicably settled, Amy and Matt Roloff of Little People Big World are still not entirely over their split. It's not entirely comfortable for the mother of four to work closely with Matt's fiancée, Caryn Chandler, who was once the longtime manager of Roloff Farms. A preview for Tuesday, April 2's program stated, "For me, it's still kind of awkward to meet up with Caryn. Though I will always be affected by everything that happened, including Matt and my circumstances until the day I die, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect me." The Dwarf Athletic Association of America was the beneficiary of the silent auction that viewers saw Amy and her husband, Marek, partner up with Caryn and Matt for on March 26. When Matt and Caryn got together to talk about the details of the fundraiser, they both acknowledged that they were letting Amy take charge of the event and letting go of their former romantic partners. Matt described his former wife, Amy, who he was married to from 1987 until 2016, as rather haphazard and Caryn as highly list-driven, with a continual need to make lists. Consequently, we play a supporting role, and as far as I can tell, we know our lane. She is accountable for it. Both of them were contributing to the success of the event, Amy acknowledged in a private confession. According to the Little People Big World star, Matt and Caryn are drawing in visitors, even though the auction goods may not have produced as many as she had hoped. It's also equally crucial. As a result, while we are bringing in more auction goods, they are likely bringing in far more individuals than us. In addition, he is preparing an entire barn for us to hold this gathering. Caryn was skeptical about Amy's ability to follow through on her promise to create a rough schedule for the evening. Will an itinerary be provided before the event, in my opinion? Caryn said to Matt in a confessional, I got a 5,050 shot. I would probably say no, though, if I were to stake my own money on it. Following the announcement of their desire to divorce in 2015, after over 30 years of marriage, Amy and Matt have made progress in their relationship. Despite having their fair share of arguments over the years, including Amy's suspicions that Matt had an affair with Caryn while they were married, Amy and Matt have made a concerted effort to get along for the benefit of their children. After 7 years of dating, Amy married Chris in August 2021, while Matt proposed to Caryn in April 2023. Amy Roloff is speaking out about how she no longer feels the same delight from the renowned Roloff Farms as she once did. Roloff got together for a drink in Portland, Oregon with her pals Lilah and Deb on Tuesday's edition of Little People Big World to catch up. The TLC singer talks candidly at the restaurant about how her former family farm seems quite different, now that her ex-husband Matt is constructing a new home there with his fiancée Caryn Chandler. Deb tells Amy, "I noticed that he's building on the property," referring to Matt. "Yes, a big house," Amy says in response. Then Lilah queries, what impact does it have on the farm's dynamics? Do you find it strange that when you arrive there, there's this large mansion all of a sudden? It's like a whole new lifetime, Amy remarks after a moment. It has a hollow feeling. It is devoid of vitality. This suggests that the farm may have been a destination for the families of her children. It could also have been the following generation. Together, she and Matt are parents to 4 kids, the twins Zach and Jeremy, a daughter called Molly, and a second son named Jacob. She continues, "I find it saddening that the family is broken. When a family has a significant event like Matt and I being divorced, and then the farm doesn't work out, you really feel like something has snapped," Amy says in a confessional-style footage that follows. "You have an option," she says? "Is there a method to assist it heal, or do you keep it broken for a long time? That need time?" Amy and her husband, Marek, have since remarried, and they are currently looking for a place to call home. After originally attempting to sell that piece of the land, Matt put up a short-term vacation rental on the farm in addition to building his ideal house with his fiancée. Later, when he disclosed that he would prefer give the property to his ex-wife than to any of his children in the event of his death, he ignited a family feud. Matt said in the season 25 teaser that he doesn't get to see his son Zach and his wife Tori very frequently, and Zach declined to discuss his father's engagement to Chandler in public. About his son and his wife, who have 3 children together, Matt remarked that they don't get to see Zach and Tori very frequently. "It seems to me that they have an agreement in place not to visit the property." Zach said, "My dad, Caryn, and I have a pretty high temper." Zach announced that he is officially departing Little People, Big World, and that season 25 will be his last in a February edition of the podcast Raising Heights, which he co-hosts with his wife, Tori. Lilah, the 4-year-old daughter of Little People, Big World actors Zach and Tori Roloff, has an official diagnosis. During the Little People, Big World show on Tuesday, they broke the news. Lilah, the couple's infant daughter, reportedly suffers from sleep apnea. She's going to have surgery soon to fix the problem. Find out what is causing the sleep issue and how it will be treated by reading on. Lilah Roloff has been having problems sleeping for some time now. Tori and Zach, her parents, have been having trouble figuring out why. Lilah's diagnosis of mild sleep apnea was disclosed by the reality TV pair on the 26th episode of Little People, Big World. A sleep study was conducted and a diagnosis was made. The disorder known as sleep apnea results in erratic breathing during sleep. Breathing quickly starts and stops due to the illness. It is frequently given as the cause of people snoring and daytime fatigue even after getting a full night's sleep. People with dwarfism are more likely to experience problems linked to sleep apnea, hence sleep exams are frequently advised. Zach revealed to the camera in the confessional that she will likely need her tonsils removed and that the apnea should then go away. The purpose of the sleep study was not just to diagnose the issue, but also to make sure Lilah would be safe to undergo anesthesia. Zach Roloff talked about the unique difficulties that individuals with dwarfism have during surgical procedures. He told Little People, Big World viewers that because of the tiny differences in the way our airways are structured, there may be a bigger risk of things going wrong. The couple disclosed their efforts to acclimate their toddler to the potentially frightening sleep study. "I hope she has an excellent notion, but who knows with her," Zach added. "I keep telling her that stickers will be placed all over her head and that you're going to have a nurse there and stuff like that." Her mind starts processing it, which makes her afraid and makes it difficult for her to get well. Health issues are nothing new for the Little People, Big World star. He had emergency brain surgery last year, which required his admission to the hospital. Details of his wife's experience were posted on Instagram by Tori Roloff. A shunt revision was necessary for him. After a terrifying 72 hours, he is now recuperating and doing great. That was when she wrote, "I sincerely appreciate all of the prayers that have been said for us. We experienced them. Zach, you are such a badass. You recently underwent brain surgery and you performed it with incredible grace. I adore you so much." The Little People, Big World actors Zach and Tori Roloff have another child together, Lilah, who is 22 months old, and a 6-year-old named Jackson.